We're not doing that this year. You don't have to be who you were in 2023. Control, Alt, Delete, Escape. You are holding yourself back. Every yes you say to an opportunity is a no to something else. Listen, I need you to get somebody else to do it. It's how you do one thing is how you do everything. Giving yourself grace is completely different than slacking off. Practice gratitude and give yourself grace.
City of mine, how I love the city of mine.
Hey y'all, it's Cameron with the K. Welcome back to another video. Today's video is like the 100 other videos you guys have seen, but this one, okay, stop, not too much. You should watch because I don't know if you guys have seen my 2023 recap and 2024 goals video, but 2023 tried to take me out, okay? It was literally, I was fighting for my life. I'm sick of fighting. This year, I got the boxing gloves ready just in case, but we are focusing on elevating. We're focusing on abundance. That is my word of the year, as well as discernment. I ain't got time for other people to hold me back as well as for me to hold myself back. We're not doing that this year, okay? If you are trying to really elevate this year, let's lock in. So here are 5 ways that I am going to make 2024 my best year, because we are not having another 2023. Say it with me, we are not having another 2023. So for those that don't know, I am a lawyer as well as influencer marketing consultant and a content creator and YouTuber myself. As you see here, I recently just moved to New York City for a part-time legal job offer, as well as to elevate in my content creation career and to just, like, you know, be invited to the events. And I also want to do a lot more speaking engagements, and the opportunities led me here. So I'm really excited to be here, but I had to make practical steps to be able to achieve the things I want this year. I can say, oh, I want to be abundant this year, I want to elevate, I want to grow. Okay, but how? So I am holding myself accountable in videos like this to share with you guys what I'm actually doing on the back end to help me practically achieve my goals. Not just say it, but actually do it, okay? Because this year I'm focusing on discipline. I'm focusing on actually executing the ideas that I have, not just writing them down, not just making it cute. No, we're executing. We ain't got time. Put the pen and paper away. You don't need another class. Execute first and then elevate your education, okay? And then the last thing I'm really focusing on this year is setting boundaries, y'all. Like, I have to set boundaries and I need to stick with them. That's also going to help with my wellness journey this year and my financial journey. Those 3 things, man, let me tell you, all of that together is the perfect mixture to have an abundant, successful, happy, blessed, best year, okay? The first way we're making 2024 our best year and the year of abundance is going to be to allow yourself to really dream, set goals, and make a vision board. I know that's a lot in one, but we're gonna break that down. The first thing I put on there is to allow yourself to dream. This doesn't have to look like this beautifully curated anything. I just want you to sit in silence and stillness and just dream. Whether it's a video diary, whether it's a journaling, whether it's drawing and painting, I just want you to take some time this year and actually dream. Dream loud, dream boldly, dream big, dream just wherever your mind takes you. I want you to really dream. What does 2024 look like? If you had no obstacles in your way, what would you want that to look like? For me, what I'm doing is something that I did last year as well. I wrote like a memoir to myself in reflection of what had already happened. So I was like, Cameron, I'm so excited and proud of you of what happened in 2023. You did this, and this. So for 2024, I'm doing the same thing, where it's just like, Cameron, wow, 2024 was literally your best year yet. It truly was the year of abundance. And then I go into like what I desire, what I dream for the year to be. So first step is going to be dream. So after you dream, of course, you have to set some goals. So setting goals is going to be able to lead you to get the dream that you're desiring to have. So setting goals could look like you setting goals like I did in my 2024 goals video, where I listed out of 4 categories: personal, health, wellness, finances, and career. And I list just a subset of goals, usually like 5 to 6 goals that I'm really trying to work towards by the end of the year. I actually achieve them by working in quarterly goals, okay? But I like to get like a year overview, and then I break them up per quarter so I can know what am I actually working towards. And some of them just embody the overall feel of what I want to feel for the year, like setting boundaries and being disciplined and things like that. But dreams, goals, and then vision board. If you don't have your goals prepared, or you haven't had your dream of the year, it's going to be really difficult to sit down and do your vision board thoroughly, efficiently, and effectively, where it actually aligns with what you want for that year. But I love a digital vision board. It is a game changer to me because I can change it, I can switch it around. Because sometimes throughout the year, you be like, you know what, this don't even go for real. This ain't even really the goal. There's something nostalgic and intentional about finding magazines and cutting them out and placing them on a board. And I've done that as well. But yeah, it just depends on what works for you. The second way to make 2024 your best year and the year of abundance is going to be Find ways to intentionally prioritize you. There are so many ways we can be intentional about prioritizing ourselves, and that could look like journaling, it could look like working out consistently, it could look like prioritizing a new skill or a hobby. It could also look like doing therapy or finding some other ways to pour into your mental health. If you're not new to my channel, then you already know I am a mental health girly. I'm not afraid to talk about that. I am in therapy. I love my therapist, and this year I'm trying to really stay consistent with it, with my mental health goals and with my overall wellness. When I think of wellness, it's not just physical, right? Like, we love the physical, okay, we love a little workout, but it's also mental. It's also, right now I'm adding in like financial wellness as well. Like, the word wellness can be so diverse when you use it, but in this instance we're talking about mental health. And thank you so much BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. Y'all know I love BetterHelp, okay? My therapist is on BetterHelp, and it took me years to find a therapist that I really enjoy. But also, something that I like about BetterHelp is if you switch out your therapist, it is easy, okay? Control, Alt, Delete, Escape, okay? It's very easy for you to change your therapist, okay? It's not literally Control, Alt, Delete, but it makes it so easy and seamless, and it just feels less awkward than going in person to a therapist and telling them like, it's my last day. You can literally go on the app, take a survey, find your therapist, and change them if need be, and it's no harm, no foul. They make it seamless. I've changed my therapist numerous times with BetterHelp. Now my new therapist, we've been locked in for years. That's my girl. But I know that if there is a time where maybe I'm in a different season, and it's like, not that the therapist is bad, it's just time for me to move on and get a different therapist for a different season I'm in, that's going to be able to talk to me in a way that I can hear in this new season or new version or new life situation, that's okay to change therapists. Also, it's hard to find a good therapist, okay? Let me just put that out there. It takes time. It's like dating. Unfortunately, it's like dating, okay? A little bit easier to date if you ask me, but that's not a video for today. But it is hard to find a therapist. So don't give up. It's going to take time. It's not unnatural for it to take a trial and error period with one person, a few people, different types of therapists. I knew I wanted one that did talk about God, that would reference the Bible, and that was something that I was able to select in my survey on BetterHelp, which I enjoy. Ooh, something else I like that's on there is you can see what the therapist kind of like specializes in. It may do better with like childhood trauma versus other people may do better with like anxiety or depression, etc. So you are able to really find a custom order of a therapist. Ooh, it's kind of like we love to online shop. It's kind of like you online shopping for a therapist. Okay, period. Y'all not gonna talk about them forever. One thing about it is I can talk about BetterHelp because I don't play with my mental health, because if my mental health is good, my business ain't good, nothing else is good. It pours into every other area of life. Anyway, but what I love about BetterHelp is you're able to communicate in whatever way you need. So for me, sometimes it's a voice note. Sometimes it is a journal entry that I can share with my therapist. Sometimes it is a video call. Sometimes it is a phone call. Whichever way that I need to communicate what's going on in my life, whether good, bad, or indifferent, they have a form of communication, which I really enjoy. So definitely make sure you guys check out BetterHelp. I will leave a link on the screen as well as down in the description box below so you guys can check them out. If you guys have any questions or want me to talk more about my journey with wellness, with mental health, I'm more than happy to open up a little bit more. Not too much. I think some things need to be personal, private, but I do think it is important. I'm gonna just say this because I'm Black, especially in the Black community. It's important for us to see people like us having these discussions about therapy and mental health. I'm also in like a high risk career being a lawyer as well as a content creator. There's so much to balance there. There's so much going on all the time. So I have to pour into me. I cannot pour from an empty cup. And I've done it several times and you can't do it, okay? It's not good. So definitely check out BetterHelp. They are a huge part of my life, really. Like, therapy is a huge part of my life and has been forever. So definitely check them out. Enough about them, but that is just one way you can prioritize you. Again, working out, fitness is really important to me. When it comes to fitness, I feel like there's no one size fit all, right? You have to find a workout and an exercise that works for you. For me, like, I love bar classes. I'm sad that I don't have True 40 in my life right now, but I love bar classes. I love a good sprint on the treadmill. I'm not like a long runner girl, like marathon girl. Maybe here. Anyway, because I'm walking a lot in New York, I feel like I could like prep for the marathon. Anyway, love lifting weights. I love all that type of, I just love working out personally, but I do like a good bar class, a Pilates, a yoga, balance with lifting, as well as like cardio work and things like that. I love a good diverse portfolio when it comes to my workouts, but you have to find what works best for you and find what is going to keep you motivated. But yeah, those are just some examples of prioritizing you. Child could be going for a walk. It could be doing a solo date night. You want to find something that is pouring into you, right? Like, what are those moments where you're like, what are those moments where those deep breathing, like those, that sigh of relief that, I don't know how to best explain it, but like, living alone is like that moment where you're blasting some good music, you have your glass of wine or you have your tea or your coffee, and you're dancing around and you're just like carefree. What are those moments for you? Do more of those. Prioritize you. The third way we're going to make 2024 our best year, the year of abundance, is going to be to choose discipline, be an executor, and stick to your boundaries. This is actually one of my personal goals on my 2024 goals list, but there are so many of us, me included, and this was me 2023, where I had to sit and be like, you are holding yourself back. Yeah, it was no one else. Now, sometimes it was, okay? But we're talking about the instances where I was like, no, it was me. Like, I was not disciplined. I was not executing. I had all these ideas and I wasn't implementing anything into my schedules, into my systems, into my plan, into my time to be able to actually execute on them. A dream and a goal without execution and without discipline really doesn't matter. You have to have some type of discipline and you have to execute. You have to. And boundaries is going to just be the umbrella of everything, because if you don't set boundaries and if you don't stick to them, whether you execute or not, it's going to fall through. Every yes you say to an opportunity is a no to something else. You can literally only do so much. I know everyone's like, you got the same 24 hours as Beyonce and all them. Yes and also no, because you don't know what other people's resources look like on the back end, what tools they have, what people they have, what connection they have, what assistance they have, etc. So only you know what you are able to actually complete and what you're able actually to do. Okay? So we want to make sure that these boundaries are set. We're sticking to them in all areas, not just work related. We talk about work, but we really talk about personal too. Because sometimes it's your friends and it's your family that you really need to be like, listen, let me call you back. Listen, call the next person in line. Listen, I do not have the capacity to handle this conversation. Listen, I need you to get somebody else to do it. Okay? The fourth way we're making 2024 our best year, the year of abundance, is going to be establish systems and routines for your personal and professional life. We hear a lot about systems and routines when it comes to work ethic and drive and goals and achieving, but we also need to have systems and routines with our personal areas. And what I mean by this is, what is your cleaning routine? Yeah, I'm saying it. Do you be cleaning your home? Because how you do one thing is how you do everything. Okay, I recently heard that from somebody. I said, ooh, how you do one thing is how you do everything. So if you slacking on one thing, it becomes easier to start slacking in other areas, because you're like, oh, it's fine. Oh, it's fine. Now, slack and grace is two different things, okay? Giving yourself grace is completely different than slacking off, not being disciplined, and procrastinating and not getting things done. That's completely different, okay? That's two different things, okay? Let's not. Sometimes we have to give ourselves grace, right? We have to. Your system in your household should be strong as your system in your business. So if you're like, okay, in business, we have an accountant that handles the taxes, that handles the bookkeeping, except like you have a process and a system, okay? You have SOPs in your business. You need to have some systems and operations and procedures in your household as well, because those two things really make a difference. For me, when my house is cluttered, my mind is cluttered. And if my mind is cluttered, my business is cluttered because I can't think, okay? It's all overlapping. So I want, for me and for you guys this year, is for us to have our systems, our routines, and everything locked in every area of our life. It's not going to be perfect. I'm not looking for perfection. It's not going to be perfect. I'm not going to get it right every time. I'm not going to be on top of every time. But if I can strive to have systems in place, so when it does go off, because it's going to go off the rails sometimes, baby. Look, life is going to life. But when it does, I know where to put it back in place. It has a place. Everything has a place. That's the goal. But when things don't have a place from the jump, and they go off the rails, you wonder why you can't never get it back aligned, because there was never no alignment to put it in. Okay. Complete side note. Now that I'm in a new place, I'm like, I'm sure my neighbors can hear me. Like, it's fine. I'm fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Discipline. Oh, I just thought of another system that can be personal system. When something happens in your life and you feel discouraged, because this was me last year, I felt discouraged and I didn't have a system set up. I didn't have the tools in place to handle consistent discouragement when I feel like I was on a win-win-win with my business, and boom, I was discouraged. Boom, I was discouraged. Boom, I was discouraged. I had no systems. So what did I do? Fear. It was such an opening for fear to come into place, for the imposter syndrome to come into place, because I didn't have a system. So now, even in your wellness and in your mental health, you want to have some systems and tools, which is why therapy is really helpful, because I can go to my therapist and she has those things. That's another little shameless plug. But honestly, like, systems, it feels like this, like worky, businessy thing, but it really can be applicable in your personal life in so many areas. When you have a system and a process and a tool and resources, you'll be able to always get back on track, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, enough about that. Fifth and final way that we are going to make 2024 our best year, the year of abundance, is going to be practice gratitude and give yourself grace. When I tell you, in times of struggle and you're annoyed and you're frustrated and you're angry or whatever the case may be, if you can find something to be grateful for, and it's so hard and nobody wants to hear that when they're middle. Trust me, I'm one of those. I'm like, girl, please get somebody. I'm not saying don't have your moment because your feelings are valid, okay? But what I am saying is when you can find something to be grateful for in the midst of a storm, the way you can smile and chuckle and know, you know what? This too really shall pass. It really shall pass. I'm angry, but thank God I got food on the table. Ooh, I'm so upset that I missed out on this opportunity, but at least I can pay my light bill. You know, like when you can find those moments, those small moments of gratitude. That's why I've really been enjoying the 5-minute journal that I've been using, because it makes me think of those gratitude moments throughout the day where it's like I might not naturally come up with them, but having a specific time where I am focusing on gratitude has changed my mental space. When I tell you, I just feel lighter. Like, I don't know. And that can feel really nice in a heavy world, in a heavy season. So yeah, I just feel like gratitude is so underrated. It feels like, what's the big deal? But it really, really, really does help. And then giving yourself grace is a given, y'all. You're not going to be perfect. You have to give yourself grace. You're not going to get it right every time. Sorry, you're just not. You're just not going to get it right every time. So that is something I really need to work on this year, is giving myself grace. I can be my toughest critic, which is a pro because I'm going to push myself and it makes me stay focused and things like that. But it's a con because I don't allow myself the grace I give others. So those 5 things are really going to elevate me this year. I'm excited. I hope one of those 5 ways that we discussed is going to also help you this year as we move into a new fresh space, a new fresh year. You don't have to be who you were in 2023. You don't. You don't have to be around those same people. You don't have to do the same things. You can be a whole new you. You can do it. You can clear the plate. Start fresh. That's not to say cut everybody off, because some people helped you, okay? Some people need to be, not too much. But it's okay. You can literally start fresh. It's your life. It's not a trial run. Oh, my mom said that. I'm going to keep saying that every video, I think. This is not a trial run. This is your life. This is it. You can control, alt, delete, escape anybody, anything at any time. Your life is what you make it. So, I don't know about y'all, but I'm locked into 2024. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know which way really helped you or really spoke to you down in the comment section below. Don't forget to click the description box so you guys can check out any links as well as information about BetterHelp. Thank you so much again for BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. I love working with you guys. Always appreciate you guys. And mental health will forever be an active player in my life and help me elevate every year, especially in 2024. If you haven't already, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel and thumbs up this video and comment and all the things. Share with your family, friends. I'm excited. I just feel like a new year, as corny as it is a fresh start, and I'm taking it, okay? Other people might not, but I'm taking it. Boldly. Period. So if you don't know, you're about to find out. I always end my videos with an affirmation. So if you didn't make it this far in the video, comment below. I am worthy of abundance. I need y'all to say that in the mirror, okay? Because that's it. Because there's so many times that we hold ourselves back, or we actually don't think we're worthy of something. The word worthy is so, like, bold, like worthy. You are so worthy. I want somebody to hear that you are so worthy. I'm going to run that back one time for the one time. If you made it this far in the video, comment below this affirmation. I am worthy of abundance. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next one. Later.
I'm manifesting, but not concerned. 'Cause whatever happens, I'm good. I'm good. Actually, more than good. Kinda great.